Like, bro, and she didn't even get commended for it. She just got attacked. So I know that girl is going to be raised confused, stressed, not knowing the difference between right and wrong. Because I honestly, I went up to her mom. I was like, yo, what's the difference? Yo, what's good? I'm really insulated because one is cold and it's two, I feel like stupidity is contagious. Because I'm chilling by the water, right? Beautiful view of the water. And I see this lady and her kid and her husband, I think, fishing. So the kids are fishing. She's watching, taking pictures. And then all of a sudden, right? Because I didn't see, all I heard was, oh shit. I mean, oh, she didn't say oh shit, she was a child. She said, oh, Sam. And I looked and I see a fish jumping on the floor, right? So the fish on the floor, flapping around. And this girl's reaction time was quick. She said, oh, snap. Once it hit the floor, it probably did 2 bounces. And she kicked it. Like, she kicked it back into the water with, like, the swiftest of speed. And then her mom comes out of nowhere like, hey, don't you dare disrespect animals. And the dad is like, yeah, don't you dare disrespect animals. If you ever do that again, you're never gonna come fishing again. And I sat and I'm like, isn't it more disrespectful to act like you're about to feed something or making a thing think it's about to eat for like it hasn't eaten in the longest while, and it sees something and it's like finally sustenance, it goes to it and it gets yeeked to the heavens. So why are you screaming at this girl? Because her reaction time was faster than the reaction time of grabbing it with your hands. Like the little girl thought of everything before, you see, and this stuff like that makes kids turn into freaking criminals. Because what's the difference between me putting a hook in a fish's mouth while it's expecting to eat something, unhook it out of its mouth, so it's already having pain in its mouth, and yeet it back in the water with no food? Isn't that worse than trying to save a fish's life, knowing that it can't breathe out of water for a long time? That little girl was a genius. I commend that little girl. Her parents are making her into a confused crazy. Because if you can honestly accept the fact that you're fishing, but can't accept the fact that the young girl took her time, not even took her time, instead of taking her time, which would have been life and death for this freaking fish, she activated with the quickest swiftness I've ever seen anybody act in any time. But instead of her parents asking like, why did you kick it instead of picking it up? They just automatically said, don't you dare do that again. Don't be disrespectful to animals. Don't be disrespectful to animals. You're literally putting a hook in an animal's mouth, dragging it out of its natural habitat to yeet it back in because you can't eat it because of the water that it's coming from. Because this is not water you eat from. Over there, everybody since I was a kid has been peeing over there. So it has migrated into this water and it's a part of the fish. Some folks don't give a damn. So for her to even care about the fish enough to kick it back into that water, like, bro, and she didn't even get commended for it. She just got attacked. So I know that girl is going to be raised confused, stressed, not knowing the difference between right and wrong. Because I honestly, I went up to her mom. I was like, yo, what's the difference between fishing and kicking it back into its natural habitat before it dies? She said, I don't know. It's more so an attitude. What do you mean attitude? She said, yeah, it's more so an attitude. I don't want her to be raised with the attitude, but you're ready to raise her with the attitude of grabbing something out of its home with the pre-notion that it may get something to eat, because it has anything to eat, because this water is, what can I say, poison. And since it's adapted, it's like, okay, let's look for some food. There's something dangling right there. Let me get that shit dangling right there. That is less disrespectful than the little girl trying to save that fish's life. Because honestly, that's all I thought. I thought that's what she did. I was like, oh, that's amazing. That kid has been raised right. And then here come her parents like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? So basically they said, what the hell are you doing? If you want to put it back into the water, you got to take your time, lift it up with your hands, even though it can't breathe in real life out this water. You're going to take your time, grab your hands, and walk it to the water. Instead of kicking the shit out of that shit right into the water. So I don't know. Let me know. Am I wrong? Am I one of those people who are trying to tell people how to raise their kids? Because I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to tell people, like, where's the common sense? Make it make sense. If you're out here fishing, and a kid, it's like people who get mad at people who vape, and then they get mad at people who smoke. They both get mad. You're both smoking. There's no difference at all. The rhetoric is so stupid. So it just showed me the ideologies of some people. Because if you think that that's gonna breed a notion of care, that I can abuse whatever animal by fishing with it, but I shouldn't hit it with my own hand. What are you teaching your kid in the future? What is that? Yo, my skin drizzy. Oh my God. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about what I'm saying? Am I one of those people? I shouldn't say nothing because I don't have kids. But in another note, why is my skin so... I don't like this. But yeah, let me know. If you fish, you're being abusive to fish. You're being abusive to animals. That's it. So if your kid happens to kick a fish back into the water with, like, in 1 millisecond of it freaking suffocating, breathing air, damn, that's showing me how the world is going to be in the future. Because honestly, what in the smallest sense, what the girl really did was save something. That's what she did. Because she saved something. And she got attacked for saving it. It don't matter the means of how she saved it. She didn't stomp on it. She ain't, like, hold it up in the air and say, Mommy, look. Even though she did that to the first fish, and then that was like, oh, cool. Didn't say, throw it back in, it can't breathe. He ain't say that. But when she kicked it in the water to make it... Let me know what y'all think. Like, I might be tripping. Who knows? But there's something weird about that.